Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to show you how to set up the Arbor Spruce bindings. So if you bought a set of these and you want to learn how to dial them in so that you get the best fit in your snowboard boot, we're going to do it for you with this video. So let's dive right into it. The big thing to note with this binding is that there are 5 spots for adjustability. You have a twist tab on the heel, a twist tab on the toe, push pin system for that toe strap, high back rotation, and then footbed adjustment. You will need a number 3 screwdriver and a number 1 screwdriver. I know, this looks dinky, but it gets the job done, and it gives me the leverage I need. When we work on the heel and toe strap, we will be making sure that we perfectly center it on the boot. You want it directly down the middle. You want equal amounts on the inside and the outside so that that cutout perfectly cradles over the instep. With that toe strap, you want it to fully encapsulate the toe box of the boot. You have a twist tab, so you're going to flip it up, unscrew it, and then pop it just a little bit because there is a little stopper on that heel strap there, and you're going to slide it forward or backwards depending where you need to center it on your boot. Once you've done that, take the twist cam, feed it into the hole, and start tightening it down. You want to make sure that you get this nice and snug, and then push it down and lock it in between these 2 pieces of plastic on the heel strap. You ideally want to do it so the thickest portion of the strap is on the outside of the boot, the cutout is perfectly over the center of the boot, and then the thick section on the inside is there. Basically, you want to center it right down the middle of your boot. Same thing with the toe strap. This is just as easy. It's a twist cam. You're gonna flip it up, unscrew it, slide it forward or backwards depending where you need it to be. If you do go to the last setting on this, it will be a little more floppy, and you have to be aware of that. It's also kind of a pain in the ass to tighten back down. But once you get it all tightened down, push it in so it's in between. Now you're gonna notice if it's at the last setting, there is more play in that toe strap. Be aware of that. If you need more adjustability with your toe strap, there is a push pin system. So push down on the strap, pull back, or push down and pull forward and pull back up. It will lock in there. You can do this on both sides. Just be aware that on the side with the adjustment where the twist cam is, the strap is bent. It is a lot harder to work with, so you have to be aware of that. There is no right or wrong way to do it. You can have one forward, one back. You can have them both back. You can have them both forward. The choice is yours. Remember to like and subscribe and do all that stuff. Click the bell, get those notifications, because maybe you're gonna buy another set of bindings and, well, we're gonna have a video of that on how to dial it in. With the number 1 screwdriver, you will be using that on the foot pad. It is just a single set screw, and once we get this set, you will not need to touch it again, hopefully, unless it loosens, which it shouldn't loosen. Why is it loosening? Dear God, why is it loosening? You're going to need a number 1 screwdriver to get in there. Once you do, just loosen it up. Once you have loosened the screw, tip it upside down so it falls into your hand. Then you can slide the foot ramp forward or backwards. There are 3 spots in here. You want to make sure that you line it up with the hole and make sure that your boot is centered so that it's not sticking way out on the toe or that your toe is hanging way off. You want to have equal coverage under your boot. So the way that it's shaped with that bigger to smaller section, you want your big toe to be able to put pressure into this. So ideally, if you got a smaller boot, you push it all the way in. You got a bigger boot, you pull it all the way out. And if you're in the middle, you put it in the middle. Then you're gonna drop the screw back in, line it up, and tighten it back down. Any questions? All right, if you like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. With the high back rotation, we're going to talk about how you can get that parallel with your heel edge if that is something you're into. People that like that might be sociopaths. I do not like that. I don't know why you're doing it, but we will show you how to do it since they gave you that option. Most people do not need this, but for some reason people like to do it. This takes a number 3 screwdriver. So what you want to do is stick it in It is going to be tight at first because there is a ton of Loctite. Then you are going to loosen it up. You may need to hold your finger on the inside on the back of the bolt just so it does not slip. When it gets loose enough, you can unscrew it by hand. Make sure you do not lose the washer or the screw. The washer is very important. You will repeat this process with the other side. Once you have removed the screws, push the bolt that is on the inside out and grab it. Do not lose it. You can repeat this on both sides. One of these will probably be more stuck in than the other, just fair warning. It's not a bad thing, it's just a kind of pain in the ass thing. So, once you realize that, you should be able to leverage it out. You may have to stick the screwdriver between the frame and the high back to do it, just like I did. As this is my right binding and I am superior foot, the inside you want to put on the one closest to the heel edge. So you're going to line that high back up. You are going to make sure that that bolt lines up with that hole, and you are going to push it in. When you do, you will grab the washer with the nipple. The nipple will go in the middle hole. That is ideally where you want it, and then you will hand thread the start of the screw in until it is somewhat tight. On the outside, you are going to push it to the front hole, take the bolt, feed it through the hole on the high back and then into the frame. Now you might have some issues here, you might not. These are brand new bindings, so they tend to be a little snug. You may need to roll it around just to line it up. You know, think of it like your first time getting laid. You're fumbling around in the dark, not sure what hole to put it in, but you're going for it. Once you've fed that through, you take the washer with the nipple, you put the nipple in the middle hole so that the other hole lines up with that front one, and then you hand thread in that screw till it is a little snug. Once you've done that, you will take your number 3 screwdriver and tighten that down. Make sure it is in there nice and snug. There is no extra play. Do the same with the other one. Once you have this set, you should not ever be touching these screws again unless they become loose. You want to make sure that they are nice and snug. Boom, snug. Now the big thing is that high back is now parallel with your heel edge. Some people swear by it. 26 years of riding. I have not done this in probably 25 years of riding, so you do not need to worry about this, especially on a binding like the Spruce, because that is for beginners. All right, hopefully you have now learned how to dial in your Arbor Spruce bindings for this year. If you haven't, I don't think I can help you because I did this as straightforward as I possibly could. And if you are able to dial them in, good for you. This video was for you. So hopefully you're out there and you're shredding. If you like this video, maybe you need to watch a review on something else. Why don't you fall down a YouTube hole and just keep watching what we've got on this channel for you?